Welcome back, guys. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I am not sure why my Facebook likes to just shut down. That is gonna have to be figured out. That keeps happening. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back. We're still here with Kali. Hi, Mary. Yeah, for some reason, the whole application just closes and everything disappears. So, gotta figure out why it's doing that. Miss Kali is waiting for breakfast. Yeah, you're such a sweet girl. I know. Thanks, Christy. Thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. My Rolly girl. Oh boy. Miss Kali. Yeah. This is Kali Tiger. Hello to Malaysia. We are in Tampa, Florida at Big Cat Rescue. Kali, you're being too cute. How are we supposed to go see anyone else? How are we supposed to go see anyone else? She knows it too. Yeah. All right, you get ready for breakfast. Hi, Barbara. She's very silly in the morning. What a silly girl. What are you doing? Oh, we're about to pee. We'll have some privacy here. We got Priya on the other side. You might have heard her trying to get our attention. Good morning, Maddie. Oh, Miss Priya. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Bethany. Priya, what you looking at? So as I mentioned earlier before my feed cut out, thank you, Sonia. All of the tigers on Tiger Row stare across the pond waiting for the food carts to come. Most of the cats, especially the tigers, actually really love the rain. So, I mean, they might still be in their den, but it doesn't seem to stress them. Yesterday was just torrential downpour after torrential downpour. So I would imagine everybody was in their dens. I was in my office all day, so that's why I tried to get out early today and try to beat the rain. We have high rain chances all week, actually, so. Miss Priya just desperately waiting to see food carts headed her way. So the keepers just came through the gate at 7:30, and the first thing they do in the mornings is walk through and separate cats that share enclosures for feeding so that there's no fighting or aggression. And then the next thing they do is they go through and they close all of their feeding lockouts. So we're just gonna take a little walk. This is the most active time for these guys. It's first thing in the morning, waiting on breakfast, and then they do what typical cats do. They take long baths and then they sleep all day long. So we'll see who else we see. Cougars don't seem to love the rain, so they might all be. This is where the cubs live. I see one cub back there. Probably Artemis. Hi, Artemis. You can see her way back there. All right, keepers are coming. We'll go see if Nikita's up and moving yet. That's where Baby Cakes and Narla live, in the staff office. A lot of times you can see Narla hanging out in the window waiting on somebody, but I don't see her today. Good morning, Sarah. There's Nikki. Ooh, her blue ball's a little too close, so let's see. We might not go behind the barricade with her. Hi, good morning. Hi. Hey, Nick. Morning, Patricia. You gonna let me come over and be nice? Let's see. She doesn't usually show me aggression, but you never know. Every day is different. Hi, lady. Hi, good morning. Good job. You gonna come get a drink of water? Nobody's going near your ball, I promise. Hi. Good morning. Oh, this is Nikita, our lioness. She's also waiting on breakfast. She's a big, big girl. Yeah. Yeah. Being a good girl. So patient. Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, you can actually watch Nikita 24/7 if you go to explore.org/bigcatrescue. We have a number of cameras, and Nikita is one of them. You can watch Seth and Andy on Tiger Lake. You can watch some of our rehab bobcats. You can also watch our kitten cabana. I don't think we have kittens right now, but at least not in the cabana. I think the interns do have them. They're just too tiny. Hi. Oh, big girl. You're so sweet. You're just so sweet. Look at you just shedding all that fur. You can tell that it's, good morning, Donna. You can tell it's getting hot. Summer is almost here. Our summer rains seem to have started. We have really high rain chances this week. I know, big lady. I'm sorry, I don't have any treats. Nope. If anybody's in the comments and can send a link to the cameras, that would be greatly appreciated. If I miss anything, I don't think Luana's on. I did text her earlier, but it was pretty early. But I can go back through the questions and send some answers when I get back to my desk. I know, isn't that cute? We did put 2 of our rehab bobcats together yesterday, and they seem to be doing okay. Are you gonna lay right there? Yeah, I'll come around the corner. Oh, you got that mesh right there. Hi, big girl. Yeah. Thank you so much, Karen. She is, yeah. We've got a pretty good relationship, but I don't test it too much, huh? Yeah. He's our big girl. Thank you, Shauna. Yeah. That's a pretty smile. I don't know, actually. The food charts change from day to day, and the keepers double check all the diets before they actually bring them out. So through the week they get pork, they get a red beef, they get our mush, which is basically the entire animal ground up. They get chicken, chicken necks, chicken legs, and Nikita loves chicken. That's always your favorite, huh? You're pretty intense about your chicken. Yeah. Yeah. You're such a good girl. All right. Let's keep the tour going, okay? Yeah. Breakfast is coming. I know, lady. I know. Yeah. Breakfast is coming next. All right, big girl. Thank you. Thanks for being sweet. All right, let's go see who's next. We are close to some of our cougars. Nanny jaguar. All right. Onward. Sorry again if I'm missing any questions. Oh, thank you, Emily, for donating. We really appreciate it. Yep, she does get turkey from time to time. That's probably not one that we feed out as often to everyone. That's more of a holiday treat. However, a lot of the boys, like Cameron, tend to get that a little more often. All right. So we are heading to Cougarville over here. And this is where Mac, Maya, and Riza live. Some of you guys are so good. I love when I see a question and then one of you answers immediately and it's the right answer. It's so lovely. Oh, I'll try to pop in on Cyrus. We'll see. I've never walked up to him with the stabilizer, so who knows how he's gonna feel about that. Here's Miss Maya up on her platform. Go figure, I have been trying to get a photo of her on her new platform forever. I'll have to take some screenshots of that. Usually when I walk up to her, she immediately does that. So we got it. Hi, Miss Maya. Yeah, good girl. I see Mr. Mac back here. Here's Elisa. Elisa's putting down lockouts this morning. Hi, Mr. Mac. I call Mac the mayor of Cougar Town. Hi. How's Mac? Are you ready for breakfast? So ready. Yeah. What do you think? What are you gonna get this morning? Is that Elisa back there? She's gonna close your lockout. So if any of you are wondering what a lockout is, you see this little box with a water bowl off the side of the cage. We have guillotine doors that we close so that when we go to feed them, the food and our hands stay safe until it's all in there, and then we raise the door, they come inside, and that's where they eat. Maya being cute back there in her tunnel. What are you doing back there, Maya? Thank you, Kathy, for donating. And he settles again. He knows the drill for the most part, so they understand that usually the first time they see a keeper in the morning, that we are just closing lockouts. And then the next time they see a keeper, it's usually for breakfast time. Miss Maya, you're so silly. Let's see. Yep. Were you gonna get me? Your lockout's already closed. I'm sorry. That means breakfast is coming next. So let's go say hi to Miss Riza. Riza's usually pretty routine in the morning. She plays with her ball for a little while and then she comes up on top of her den. Hi. Yeah. Good morning, Princess. Yeah. Yeah. I know. So she likes this location because she can be watching this roadway here, which is exactly where the food cart comes. Yeah, you're so smart. You're so smart. Riza. I see Mr. Manny behind you. Big yawn. Yeah. Such a sweet girl. Yeah, the den that she's on top of, she also really loves to lay inside of, so. So yeah, I see a lot of people that keep asking me to zoom in. I do try, but usually, and again, it's an issue with my phone. When I do that, it just changes my settings on Facebook Live and then it usually shuts it down. So it should just be the simple pinch and pull to zoom in, but it doesn't work that way for some reason. I've got to get it figured out. It either flips the camera around or it turns my screen black, it turns comments off, it'll put me on silent mode. It's done everything but zoom in, so I apologize. Still troubleshooting, guys. It's only my second week. Bear with me. There's Mr. Manny. So I officially got cleared. I have been a signed off cleaner long enough to be on this side with Mr. Manny and Nat, and I'm only about a month away from being able to feed these guys. When you come up through the volunteer training program, you have to be certified signed off for 6 months before you can work with clawed leopards or our jaguar. They are definitely the sneakiest and the most fierce. Thanks, Donna, I appreciate it. I went to art school, so I'm pretty good with constructive criticism. I'll definitely keep doing my best to keep learning from my mistakes as well. Yeah, I know, you're just so pacey in the morning, aren't ya? And you're back. I know. Gotta come back later when you have a full belly. So, we saw Cyrus mentioned. Let's see if we can get him over. Bye, Miss Riza. Bye, Pumpkin. Okay. Sorry, my voice is naturally whiny, so you'll have to deal with that if you want live feeds. Good morning. Good morning. So we have new interns coming in quite frequently now. Summertime is our largest import on interns. We can usually have 20 or so. Thanks, Lee. Yeah, that was actually one of my biggest hesitations about this portion of the job was I can't stand to hear my own voice recorded. So I'm gonna try my best. Riza is a cougar. Cougars have lots of names though, so they also can be referred to as pumas, mountain lions. In Florida, they're a Florida panther. Thanks, Leanne. Okay. Let's see, Wild Man. Yep, Mr. Pumpkinhead. He's all the way back there. Yeah, we'll see. He hasn't been hissing at me for a long time now, but I've also never walked up to him with this contraption, so. Hi, Cyrus. Here he comes. Hi. Good morning. Oh. Nope, don't pee on me, please. Thanks. No, that's not pee. This is Cyrus Caracal. Yeah, sorry, it's very overcast today too, so it's actually extra dark than normal here, so. Cyrus! Oh, that's cool. Cyrus, you have a birthday buddy. You're so silly. He's such a cutie. Unfortunately, I actually did try, oh, and he's on the other side. I did actually try to work with Chaos just as much as him. Oh, there he goes. He's like, you didn't bring me anything cool. He also likes to chat with Diablo in the mornings, which is really cute. I know, he just started the meowing thing. It's really adorable. Kind of steals my heart. Oh, there's Beach Boy. Beecher, you were so quiet, I didn't see you. Something good on that grass? Something good must have crawled in that grass at some point. This is Beecher. Yeah, he's like, it's breakfast time. I've got more important things to do. Beecher loves eating grass. He has been doing that from day one. I don't know why. But yeah, he's got something good going on in that grass. Yeah. Okay, who else can we find? Yeah, poor Chaos. I bribed Cyrus with plenty of sickles and enrichment, and I come sit out here and talk to him for a little bit. And I was doing the same thing with Chaos, but all she does is hiss at me and get very upset. And I feel like I make her upset, so I just didn't push it. I'm not sure where she is right now. Of course, she's very food motivated. No, not ill. He's probably still adjusting. Since he's been here, we haven't had a lot of major rainy days. And yesterday was just torrential downpour after torrential downpour. Oh, there she is. She's been stalking me this whole time. That is Chaos. Hi, Chaos. You're not hissing, that's good. Of course, I don't want to confuse her because I didn't bring breakfast, so. Let's see if Hutch is around. Here's Hutch. Yeah. Hi, talkative. Hutch is laying in his lockout because he has already learned the drill. And that is, he knows that's where he gets fed. Yeah, I'm gonna come on this side. Hi, Hutch. Just waiting for breakfast to magically appear. I know, we've all talked about there being a Starkey. That's funny. So cougars are actually referred to as panthers. So we do have Riza, Mac, Maya, and the cubs that we refer to them as cubs, but they're 12 years old. Orion, Artemis, and Aries. Most people have the misconception that a panther is actually technically is a leopard. They just use the word panther. All right, Hutch, you seem pretty content in there. Thank you to everyone who's sharing, answering comments for me. Really appreciate it. Looks like Miss Natalia, our Amur leopard, is out on top of her den waiting for breakfast. So the keepers are wrapping up, closing lockouts for feeding time. This girl is very hissy. I'm gonna get lots of hisses from you, I know. This is Natalia. Hi, Natalia. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, Hutch learned really quickly where the food comes from. So the lockout is actually a very, very happy place for the cats, which is really good for us because if we ever need to get a really close look at them, thanks Sonia, I appreciate that. We're able to call them into lockout because that's a happy place to them. They're used to getting food and treats, and because of that, the vets can get a good look at them. We can actually put flea medication on them. We've been able to draw blood without having to sedate certain cats because we get them used to going in lockout. Oh, I know. Good job, lady. Yeah, now it's time to keep our distance, huh? You're pretty swipey. You're pretty swipey. Oh, yeah. She does have an amazing tail. Here she comes. sawing? You're welcome, Art. I wanted to try to beat the rain. We've got a lot of high rain chances this week. So her lockout is actually way back there, so that's where she's probably headed. All right, let's see who else we can find. Still working our way back to food prep. Yeah, she's making her sawing noise. So cats larger than a cougar actually cannot purr, but they can do more of a roaring or a sawing noise. Treats that they get are meat in food form. There's Cricket. Hi, Cricks. Cricket's a serval. We have a lot of servals here because people think that they will make good pets because they're so small and cute. And then they quickly realize that all they do is pee on everything and just destroy all your furniture, and they get aggressive. There's Ginger on top of her den. Morning time's a great time here because everybody's excited for breakfast. Looks like Tonga's out and he's laying in his lockout. Smart cats, they know where the food comes from. Yeah, unfortunately the Veterans Expressway is pretty close to us, so we do get a lot of road noise. Here's Zukari. Look how handsome you look up there. Hi. Jenna, we have about 70 cats. 5 of those cats are rehab bobcats. Yep, sweet Zukari. Unfortunately, Trish, it's probably as easy as an internet search. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of laws that prohibit that, and they're different state to state. It's terrible, huh? Oh, you're finding it? Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, everybody's quite happy this morning waiting on food. This is Pam. Pam's one of our longtime volunteers. Good morning. She does a lot of tours for us and helps with the gift shop, which is huge for us. You're getting lots of hearts and thank yous. Yep, I'll show you Tonga. Another smart boy. Hi. Also laying in his lockout waiting on breakfast. Hey, sweet boy. I don't get too close to them when they're laying in lockout because I don't want them to panic or try to get their little feet out at me. You can see there's not a lot of space for me to squeeze in around him. We just want you to feel relaxed, right? Yeah. Good job, Tonga. Breakfast is next. So you'll see a lot of our small cats we don't lock out. It's cougars and larger. Every single cat gets locked out no matter the cat. For smaller cats, we just have a select few that never quite learned their manners, and it could be a danger to them and us while feeding them, so we do close those lockouts. I'm gonna try to follow Seth and Andy for feeding. It's all gonna be weather permitting though. The moment I start feeling sprinkles, for my own safety, the stabilizer in my iPhone, I'll be going in. Yeah, Donna, that's unfortunate. And unfortunately, it happens a lot more than we ever even know. Oh, look who's out on his platform. Skipper. And here's Mr. Gilligan. Hi, Gilly. You ready for breakfast also? Stretching. Gilligan is a Canadian lynx. And so is Skipper. Hi, Skipper. What are you doing up there? Oh, our stabilizer's going down. Here we go. Actually, so for the first time in 3 years of being out here, I heard Skipper calling the other evening, and it sounds somewhat similar, but for some reason I just knew it wasn't Gilligan. So when I walked over and actually saw him doing it, so it's hard to describe. It's similar, but not exactly. I'm afraid if I walk closer, he'll come down because he'll think I have food, so that's why I'm staying back. But just seeing him up there with his cute little ear tufts. Yeah, I mean, it's like his call is the same idea as Gilligan's, but it definitely has a different tone to it, which was really cool. I wish I could have gotten it recorded. Hi, Des. So patient. Loki. There's little Loki. Yeah, we're just doing a little walkabout while the keepers closed lockouts, and then hopefully we'll go up front and see Seth and Andy. There's little Loki. You see him in here. He's the master of disguise. Also ready for breakfast. Alright, let's see if we can get a shot of Skipper. Hi, Skip. You stay there. I didn't bring any food. I'm sorry. Hi. There's Skipper. Thanks to everybody answering questions. Like I said, if I do miss anything, they scroll by so fast. I'm usually watching the cat. I'll try to go back and answer any questions that I might have missed. You look so regal today. Like a little statue. Alright, we're gonna go see if everybody's ready to feed yet. Loki. You know, his 2x4 wire makes it a little tough. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Yes, Manny is along the tour path. When this feed stops, you'll see him. He was very pacey this morning, though. He's very intense about food, so he knows what time it is. There's Apollo. He's a Siberian lynx. It's from one of the original fur farm rescues. Sorry about that. Hi. Hello. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. I know. All right. We continue our journey. Smalls is out. Nabisco's out. Hi, small girl. Oh, where'd you go? I don't have time to come play, babe. She'll get her morning zoomies and run and run and run. There she goes. Yep, I hear some feeding carts, so let's head towards Seth and Andy. Here's Tut. Tut's also ready for breakfast. Hi! Hi, sweet boy. He is absolutely loving being on the tour path again. Ooh. I bet the next cart's for you. Yep, that's King Tut. Oh, Jess, I have so many favorites, and I feel like I add to it constantly, so. Oh, well, it depends. On a day I volunteer, I'm well over 20,000 steps. Here lately, I've been getting, within the first 2 hours of being here, I'm almost at 10,000. And then I've been spending a lot of time at my computer, so. Looks like, good morning. So they are heading out to feed two of our interns. Well, Smalls and Cyrus both seem to have different personalities with me than other people, but I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard because if you try to compare it to something like Matt and Mac or Jen and Cameron or something like that, I don't know that I have anybody. It's hard to say. I chose Joseph as my favorite, so that's been very difficult. And then Tiger Lily has been my bobcat from day one. She's pretty special. Looks like Marie is the one feeding Seth. Marie, we're gonna join you. Yes. We will see Seth eat his breakfast. And we'll probably watch Andy as well. All right. Are you ready? Thanks, Sarah. So it looks like Seth is getting pork and mush today.
With supplements. One piece.
And that piece he's chewing on now has supplements in it, which is great. Good job.
Second piece, yes.
So Marie uses an operant stick to try to keep his food in there because his giant face pushes it out. It's a big piece of pork he's eating. Yeah, we believe Seth is definitely weighs the most out of our tigers. Better keep going. Good morning, Anne-Marie. Yeah, Naomi, they're definitely much different in the morning. They're very, very active. Yeah, I helped with Seth's procedure. He was 438.
Can't be done yet. Look.
So we just started to do their diets a little bit differently. For a while, our food prep was taking almost all day because we were cutting up almost every diet. A lot of these cats that are younger just need to learn to eat like big boys and big girls. So we've stopped cutting some of their larger pieces, and Seth thinks it's absolutely the best thing ever. He will shake it and chase it around, and he'll carry it to his den. And yeah, the top layer is always all fat. They are, yeah. A lot of our biggest cats seem to be the most dainty when it comes to eating.
You better eat.
No, not me. No.
Say hello.
Hi.
Gotta finish breakfast. Come in. This way. Yeah. Over here. Come on, baby. Here. That's a big piece. You can do it. Come on, you can do that. You just wanted to say hello.
Yes, he did. Had to make sure I was still watching. That mesh wire you see is chicken wire to help keep the vultures from stealing any food. Makes it a little bit harder to see, but
He doesn't mind if it's
yeah,
over.
you pushed that off.
Here.
So if you guys are just joining us, this is Seth at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, you don't want the big piece, huh? Too much work?
Too much work? He'll come back for it.
Seth. Aww.
Where are you going? Drink of water?
There's water right here.
Hey, come on. Absolutely, yep. We are open to the public every day but Thursdays. Thursdays are a good project day for us. But yeah, we have guided tours, and if you're ever in Florida on vacation, we'd love for you to come visit the cats. Probably, Lee. I'm sure he heard what I said. Is it bath time? It's supposed to be bath time after you eat your whole meal. Yeah, the tigers absolutely love the rain, so I'm sure yesterday was great. Plus it added some water level to Andy and Seth's lake. Good morning, thanks for joining us. Thank you to everybody who's sharing, donating, and answering questions for me. I really appreciate it. If any questions get missed, I'll double check in the comments when I get back to my desk. Yeah, for some reason Seth likes to space out his breakfast. He's kind of always been that way. He also likes an audience, so keepers tend to stay with him. Trish, yep. That's his thought. I know, I can't get too close to you because you love to pounce at me. Oh. Yep. Just like a toddler, you'd rather play, eat your vegetables. we're gonna go feed your neighbor. All right, so we're gonna follow Marie over to feed Andy, and then we'll try Seth again. He is a show off. Hi, Andy. Yeah. Good morning. This is Andy Tiger. Looks like he's also getting pork and mush today. Des, I'm gonna tell him. Hello to Paris. And hello to Georgia. Thanks, Barbara. It's probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. Good morning, Nebraska. Andy, people from all over are gonna watch you eat breakfast. Hi, Jessica. I haven't seen Zeus yet today or heard anything. Yeah, he is pretty patient. Hi, Tracy. Good morning. This is Andy Tiger enjoying his breakfast. Hello to Columbus, Ohio. I lived there for almost 10 years. Mm-mm. He's doing a good job. Yeah, we actually have quite the age range right now. We've got a couple cats that are quite young, and under 5, and then all the way up to 22 or 23, somewhere in there. I think it might even be Tiger Lily's our oldest, but I'm not positive. His breakfast this morning, the big chunks you see is pork, and then what looks like hamburger in there is what we lovingly call mush, and it's basically a ground diet where they take the entire animal, so there's actually cartilage and intestines and roughage, everything that they would normally get in the wild. We call it their veggies. Andy's not always so good at eating all of his veggies, but he does always eat the rest of the meat.
Marie, can you switch the tree?
Oh, that's nice to hear, Tracy. Yeah, I was so glad to see Carol went live last night. I had already left for the day, and it just rained and rained and rained all day. Good job, Andy. Absolutely, Jessica. Yep. Even our youngest tigers are still considered to be old. In the wild, and a lot of other facilities, they only live maybe 10 to 12 years. Seth is in that age range, and to us, he's like a kitten. It's kind of remarkable. And then you look at, like Zeus, or even our Texas boys are starting to show their age. It's like being over 100 years old when they're in their 20s.
Good job.
No, they don't eat actual veggies. They're true carnivores. All meat. All meat all the time. That's a good question. Do we know how old Andy is? I'd have to look at his sign, unless anybody in the comments can post his. Marie's checking signs. Maybe over here. I can look when I come out of the fence area.
Good job, Andy man. It's so good.
I'll have to look, but you can go to bigcatrescue.org/AndyTiger, and you'll probably see his story there. I'll look for his sign when I leave the fence area.
Oh, you're gonna really show Seth how it's done and eat everything. Good job.
He always leaves a little bit of mush. Yeah, Megan, that sounds about right.
Good job.
I know.
Good job, boy. You did so good.
Yeah, and I don't try to push with a stick because he got mad once.
Yeah, I've heard that Andy's a little less tolerant
Yeah.
of the stick being around.
Good job.
Good job, bud. Thank you, Ginger, for the link. Yeah, no, Amanda's very young at heart. She has protected her brothers for her whole life, so that's, I think, the spunk that she has. She loves those boys. Well, it looks, I was like, it looks like Seth wandered off, but there he is.
Were you watching?
This is Seth Tiger. It's a great question. It's very difficult to keep these cats entertained. There goes my stabilizer again. They should be able to roam hundreds of square miles a day, and when they're trapped in enclosures like this, it's a lot of work on our part to make sure that they have permanent enrichment, like their dens and their platforms, and then we do seasonal enrichment, like Christmas trees, pumpkins, turkeys. With Andy, he's pretty active on his own in his side of the lake. But yeah, it's a task, unfortunately. They're not meant to be in cages. You guys can help us with that if you want to go to bigcatact.com. We are trying to change laws to keep that from being an issue in the future. Also, never paying to hold or pet or play with cubs. It's also a huge issue on why there are so many tigers in cages. Yep, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida.
This is Seth. Are you being so sneaky?
I know. It's his favorite game.
Pounce the keeper. Yeah. Pounce the keeper.
morning, Robin. So as you can see, I can't really get too close to the cage with him because it's a game. It's a game. You draw me in and then you pounce me. Yeah. You're also in a really awkward spot for the cage. We have the safety gate here, which is for people in case we ever needed to go inside, and he's laying right behind it. You're so feisty. I know that look. I know that look. Oh, Seth, what are we supposed to do with you? Yeah, exactly. He is. He thinks he's so funny. You are so funny. So Marie went on to catch up with her route that was feeding front. And at the very end, they'll come back and try to feed him again. It is like a game of tag. Oh, Pam, that's awesome. I like hearing that. Yes, you can definitely come by, Rebecca. We don't do short-term volunteering. It's definitely a large commitment. You can definitely come on a guided tour, though. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets, you can see the variety of tours that we offer. Here's the game.
What are you doing, Seth? Oh, you gonna lay down and really trick me?
Yeah, Jessica, I was worried about that too, because Seth really does like to play with me and chase me and stalk me and that kind of thing, so I'm a little afraid I distracted him from breakfast. But that's okay, because Marie picked up his food, so no bugs or birds can get to it, and then on her way back through, she'll try him again.
What are you doing down there?
You guys are just joining us. This is Seth at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida.
Let me come sit with you. Yeah. You better eat breakfast when she comes back. You have a bunch of people giving you love, buddy.
Thank you again to everybody who's been sharing, answering questions for me. Here he goes. All right, buddy. I know, I could stay with you all day, but I have work to do. Yeah. Like one last time. Yep, morning zoomies. All right, buddy. You say goodbye to everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Sorry about my technical difficulty earlier. There was a short little snippet of Zabu, Cameron, and I think a little bit of Kali, and then my Facebook completely closed. So, but we started back up and we walked a good majority of the sanctuary this morning. So if you're just joining us, just give it a few minutes. It'll show up and you guys can rewatch it. If I missed any questions, I will try to answer those when I get back to my desk. Thank you guys so much for donating, sharing, helping answer questions, and share the knowledge with everyone.
All right, bye, Sethy.
All right, thank you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you again real soon.